Alright, so I'm back on this vlog. I'm catching me right now a few days before national championships coming up in 2 days. That's when I have my 5,000 and then 1,500 the next day after that. So just catching up on what happened since last vlog and how I've been progressing in that time period and what's happening, what the plan is for national championships and what to go through from there. Alright, so in around 4 or 5 weeks since the last vlog, I've been at JCDT like I said. I have my internship, taking up most of the time. So I tried to get in some things in the morning and in the afternoon when I could, but there's been some rains in this time period as well, so that held up a lot of the days in the morning and afternoon. But that's for quite a few days able to go down at least in the afternoon after runs on the track. But it's also been held up a bit because of the rest I needed to do due to like other races that are taking place. So it's been fairly packed with races, so I primarily just put a lot of the runs closer to the end. Not sure why I have it like that, but I had 1,500, 5,000 and a 5K run in quick succession. So just going through how those progressed. Alright, so on Saturday evenings I had a 1,500 at the stadium. That was part of the J3 meets. So that'll be my second 1,500 in quite a while. I was following up from that. And good thing that this race there was quite a bit more competition than the week before. So had the Class 1 champion Ainsley Campbell who was in the race. And myself, and then he had I believe the Class 2 champion or like Class 1 second or third place, something like that. So in the race it was really high paced most of it. So going in the race like after the first 400, whereas the formula up they start moving to the front and I was able to move to the front as well. And then they start from there every 200 or 300 meters, 0-50 myself and Campbell in the front position. You would often go into the front and then try to slow down the pace a bit, which is normally how I normally run, but no, it's 1,500. I don't have the speed for the last run, trying to pick up pace as well. So quite a few times that I'll pass up and reach the pace, and then you go back and drop it down again. So in the end, in the last 200 meters, I was out in front, you back in front, and for the last sprint, I was around 5-10 meters behind. I got a new PB of 4:06, so I was fairly happy with that run overall. I don't think I could have gone all that much faster, even if I had a clear runway, just because of how the race was, where I at least had something push me the whole time, so that's a good thing as well. So maybe a 4:04 if the pace wasn't trying to be dropped every 20 minutes or so. But yeah, there's one of my racing weaknesses in terms of the strength to the sprints. So not too concerned about it, it's not my main event. So just more of a speed development than anything. And then so that was Saturday evening, and then the Sunday morning following day, I had a 5K run in Hope Garden, so that's a fairly hilly course. And actually that night was dragged out into like the 1 o'clock region for a lot of different reasons. Can probably put up a subtitle or anything. But yeah, there I had a 5K the next day. So in that 5K, knowing that I just ran 1,500 the day before, they tried to go out fast. So first I went to the front. It didn't seem like many of the normal runners were there, only one of them. He was in front, so I stayed behind him. But when it was a hilly course, there was a long downhill after around a 3K section. So I just stayed with him for further, then going downhill, I knew I could have increased pace a bit, and I dropped him basically at that section and won. So I won that event. The claiming time was around 15:46. However, and it would have been a full 5K, but it really didn't feel like a full 5K. I'm not sure if it's just how the hills went with the course, or if it really was less than 5K, because it depends on if you're measuring from Google or from the driving or from the different after round give different results. So I guess it's probably have to do with the hills more than anything. But today really didn't feel like a 5K. But yeah, so at least it was good to know I had the fitness to do a decent enough time either way and win after coming in for the 1500. And then that same week, or even week after, I'm not too sure, had the other 5,000 on track. So this one was at the JC track at the National Stadium. There wasn't much competition there. It was fairly easy pace as well. So I'll try to take it out for the first 3,000 meters. But no one was really around, and it's just not having that motivation to push it push it for a greater time. I just kept it comfortable. So I had one at a time on like 16:39 or something like that. So not great, but yeah, really it could have gone better, or at least tested out myself. Unfortunately, I didn't do that, or I didn't have the confidence to, not really confidence, but the motivation really to get that done in the same way. So, just something I have to think about and move forward either way. Alright, so since that 5,000, there was like 2 weeks left until national trials. So just finishing up JCDT and then trying to get the rest and the training in at the same time is a bit hectic, but it wasn't too bad. However, there's a major problem really. There's two things really that been causing some issue. First of all is that my right Achilles has been acting up a bit, so none of the pain has been sharp like something tore. I'm just feeling like a dull pain sometimes. Sometimes it goes away as I run, sometimes it sticks around for a while. I've been isolated, I've been rubbing it down, but it's manageable, but it hasn't really gone away, which is kind of concerning. But it's only 2 weeks left for the season, so hopefully nothing catch up happens where it's affecting me going forward, and I can just take the rest afterwards to do whatever recovery is needed. But then, second thing, I might be able to hear from my voice that I am actually sick. So I think I got a cold like last week in like Thursday or so. So it's now Tuesday. So it's just like normal cold symptoms, sneezing, stuffy nose, coughing, scratchy throat. I was hoping that it wouldn't get to a place where I'm wheezing and coughing, but I'm doing that a bit right now. So that might affect the running. It hasn't affected the training that I've been able to do so far. So it hasn't gotten to that place where it's really affecting me. But unfortunately, I won't be at 100% going into national championships, or at least the best I could be. So yeah, I don't think it will affect my times all too much unless it really gets worse in terms of it, because I'm starting to see the phlegm coming up that is dark in color, so that might affect the breathing. Really hope it's cleared out enough that I can do a decent time finishing over the 5,000 specifically. So just my goals for the national championships. So after I go and cut up the bids and pay and all those things, which I think we're going to delay for today, I'm trying to aim for 15:30, like I said, for the 5,000 meters. I really think that is possible for me with the level of fitness that I have been through the season. Just need to be able to push myself in that 2 to 4 kilometer range specifically, where I like to normally drop off at the time, so I can normally start out fairly quickly and I can end pretty quickly with adrenaline. But in terms of that middle period, especially when there's no competition, just keeping that pace up, need to really work on that, and I think I can get to the 15:30 range if I do so, going up on my toes or raising my arms or leaning forward. And that's something that mentally gets me in a place where I'm pushing forward in that kilometer range where I can really get that time going. So that's really hoping for. And then for the 1500 meters, it's more of fun, just to compete. So based on this, that's the people from high school who are normally competing against will be there. So I just test myself in terms of where I'm at. I can probably do a lot better in there. So I can't say that I'll be able to win 1500. I think I can win 5,000. But can't say winning here, but at least able to compete, so I can stick to what's in the front pace or consist a decent pace out in front. So yeah, that's my goals for national championship specifically. And then afterwards, just need to take the rest to get my activities fully right. Hopefully nothing happens, like I said, championship makes it go far worse. And then I'll reach the part, like I said, with the things. So I'm mostly done with the literature review and the methodology. So I'll just need to get in practice now and then do it. So after that, I've been thinking about what my next steps are for next season, or what it would look like, because I know that there's a lot of things that might be changing around. So just looking forward to that time and then see what happens. So yeah, the next will be a recap of national championships and talk about my next steps for the future.